from out of town for this one, an interconference game today. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors.
And the atmosphere is always electric in a rivalry matchup like this one. You gotta love it.
It's gonna be fun for the players, the fans. The emotions are going to be running high. We'll see which team can settle in and keep its composure.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. We talked about which player was the biggest challenge tonight. He quickly noted it was Jason Tatum. Coach said any clean look from outside and he'll drop it in. Mid-range, three, it doesn't matter. Getting a hand in his face is a must-do for us. So Tatum can't be allowed to slip away this time. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is Billups after Jonathan Isaac hitting the three. Pass to Davis. Nice D from Porzingis.
That was excellent. Preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And here is Tatum, covered by Siakam. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail 1-1. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Stolen by Porzingis. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Siakam outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shot on the wing. Here's Anunoby. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up two on the
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injury concerns, but he's been great.
Here now the Clippers. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Back to Billups. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Billups, no good.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
Now here's Davis, following the miss by Porzingis.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot, individually. Next, winning.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots. Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Iverson gets the bucket.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotation, but it's worth it.
Now here's Wade. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. The drive by Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
A fluid ball handler at the off-guard position. Wade can carve you up.
Here's Iverson. Bagley with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Tries from 16. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Carter missing. Clippers leading by 3. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Thompson. Launches it. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. On defense, the Clippers. Carter outside. A 3-ball. Jackson coming off an assist from Arenas. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Thompson outside. Lets it go from the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it done.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he's so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Over Arenas. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There's a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Now here's Wade. Steady offensive output from him. More than 16 points a game.
And the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Both teams will make substitutions. Toronto calls timeout. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
That one good for two.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Al Levine following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And Zach LaVine gets the three. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed one from behind the arc in the first quarter, two here in the second.
Off target from outside. George looking over the floor. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
.32 seconds left to play here in the half. The drive by Iverson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Outside Tatum. Misses the three. Pass to Iverson. Back to Carter. He got it up. And then but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here are the Clippers now. It's a one-point game. Pass to George. Puts up a three. The shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Carter with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Davis. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Davis has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Clippers. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Arenas. A pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Tatum.
And great job preventing that ball.
Oh, yes! Yes! Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Isaac outside. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And a wide open look for Arenas. Drills it from outside. Arenas has got the game tied up here for the Raptors. Here's the Clippers. Outside Tatum. That shot misses. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Outside Arenas. To the right side. For three, Siakam. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
Pass to Wade. And here is Tatum. Over Siakam. Drills the elbow jumper.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
Isaac with the ball. Back to Arenas. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Tatum no good. And here's Toronto. Outside Carter. It's hauled in by George. Left side Davis. From deep three-point range. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Wade surveying the D. Pass to Tatum. And taken away by Arenas. Here's Carter. The shot is good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 6.
And for a player 6'4" to finish the way he does inside, D-Wade is something special.
Outside Carter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Clippers making a change here. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And here is Tatum after the three-pointer from Allen Iverson. 1:06 left in the third. Coming to wide open, he fires. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. And now a 7-point Raptor lead. Brogdon outside. Shot to stop the run. Bangs home the trifecta. Brogdon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Here's Brogdon. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
From T. Iverson. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Raptors lead by 5. And time for the short break and stay right. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Raptors leading by 5. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Iverson.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of will his way to the rim.
Here's Wade. Here's Anunoby. Outside to Brogdon.
Wait.
Back to Anunoby. 4 on the clock. With the drive.
Very strong drive. OG showing the body control to get to and finish at the rim.
Back to Iverson. Pass to Vucevic. Banked in off the glass. Vucevic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Wade gets the bucket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Carter for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Pass to Davis. Outside, Billups. Tatum drives in.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive when his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul. Hey, listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to George. Thompson with it, and it's Carter picking him up. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And Davis pulls it down. Clippers trail by 4. Now George.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Oh, they get it back. Takes it out to Siakam. Pass to Isaac. Back to Siakam. The tray. Isaac misses. Now Tatum. Back to Thompson. Rejected by Arenas. Isaac outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Yes, that goes in.
These are the looks this offense is designed to generate. Siakam deadly close to the rim.
It's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Man showing some terrific range.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
And it's Arenas penetrating. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Thompson puts up a deep three. No good. That would have tied it.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
It's stolen by Davis. Down low. Outside, George tries to keep it alive. Over Carter. Here's Anunoby. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yikes.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And George, here we go. 6 to shoot. And it's Davis missing. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Carter just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard. Incredible.
He's loving it.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these.